Hey there YouTube, and welcome to another edition of Conspiracy Class. This week we're looking at the top 5 conspiracies you really need to be researching right now. So without further ado, let's jump in and look at our first topic. In at number 1 we have the water crisis. Now, while nearly 70% of the world is covered by water, only 2.5% of it is fresh. The rest is saline and ocean based. Even then, just 1% of our fresh water is easily accessible, with much of it trapped in glaciers and snowfields. Areas like Africa already have a serious water shortage, but experts believe in the next 15 years, 50% of the population will be living in a high water asset area, and this is why they're calling it a water crisis. On top of the water shortage we might be facing in the next 15 years, you've got people like T. Boone Pickens, who has one of the best names I've ever heard of, buying up the largest aquifer in America and getting the sole drilling rights to sell the water back to the people. If you want to watch some great documentaries on this subject, check out Jesse Ventura's Conspiracy Theory about water, and another great documentary is called Blue Gold. In at number 2 we've got food conspiracy. Now this links back to the first conspiracy of water. They go hand in hand. Without water we can't produce crops, and crops are our food. It's simple as that. But whether you're into your steaks and you're a beef eater, or whether you're a vegetarian, it doesn't actually matter. By 2050 some scientists believe that we will be running out of food. We won't have enough to sustain the population, and that's going to leave us all with empty plates. Companies all over the world are trying to push the envelope on how to produce crops quicker and to make them grow in harsher environments. This goes for cattle as well. We want meat and we want it faster. Companies like Monsanto in America, they're producing seeds which will grow in pretty much any type of surface now, any type of earth, to make sure that crops grow year on year. And this can only be a good thing, can't it? Maybe you need to watch Food Inc., a fantastic documentary, before you make your mind up on that. Here's a question for you. Let's just say the top current 50 football players decided to meet up in a swanky hotel. How much media coverage do you think that would get? A lot. It would be on the back page of every newspaper, and it would be in the main headlines of every news organisation. So why, when the Bilderberg Group get together, is there a complete media blackout? Every 12 months the Bilderberg Group get together, and this consists of around 50 to 75 of the world's most powerful people. We're talking powerhouses in the media industry, banking, oil and even royalty, yet there is a complete media blackout. Years and years investigators have tried to find out what goes on behind those closed doors, and very little information has come out. When researching the Bilderberg Group, you're going to come across two things very quickly: claims of the New World Order and claims of Illuminati ties. It's very easy to get pulled off onto different topics when researching Bilderberg, but try and stay on track. It's definitely worth a look into, and I really want to know why these people can meet up every year yet we know nothing about it. Next up we've got money. Now, looking at this conspiracy, there are many different angles to go at. You could look at the banking collapse and how Wall Street actually manipulate the markets, and there's plenty of information about that. But what I'm actually talking about is cold hard cash. Let's just say on average you get paid $1,000, pounds or euros a month. How much of it do you actually touch? What have you got in your pockets right now? Cash is becoming in a short supply because they are actually burning the currency. They prefer us to use our credit cards and our contactless payment. This means that most transactions are done electronically. This means that the money doesn't actually exist. So far they've got chips on our credit cards, but how long before those chips are placed into our actual bodies? And that's how we do transactions. This is going to give someone a lot of power. Somebody could sit behind a computer and press one button and completely erase your financial history. This brings up the question of, is your money really safer in banks or under your own mattress? There's also speculation of a one world currency. This would mean a one world government, so again the New World Order comes into play. But once you look into this, it really is interesting to find out why they're trying to get rid of currency and how much money can really control a population. Last on our list we've got the environment conspiracies. Now this covers a broad spectrum of topics, whether it be global warming to see whether it's a man-made conspiracy or whether it actually exists, weather manipulation and weather patterns across the world. You're looking at machines like HARP and the chemtrail conspiracy. Maybe you're interested in our dependence on fossil fuels and what will happen when they run out, or the fact that we're already overpopulated on Earth and by 2050 there will be 10 billion people on the planet. There's already been some great research done on these topics and some great documentaries have been made. If you know of any, please put them in the comments description below. Don't believe what the media tell you. Do your own research into these topics and you'll find some very interesting facts. I hope you really enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for future videos and hit that like button. If you've got any ideas for future topics, leave them in the comments below or hit me up on Twitter. It's @conspiracyclass. But for now, class dismissed. Yeah.